Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Today's video, we're going to be doing another career sim. A big trade happened about 2 weeks ago, and we're finally getting to another career sim. It's been a minute. I think the last one I did was Gleyber Torres. Want to see that? Link will be right there. But yeah, Mr. Francisco Lindor as a New York Met. We just did the trade on the franchise, and now we're going to let the CPU simulate everything. Let's show it real fast. Go to the roster right here. We go to shortstops, and there he is. Lindor is on the team. Did trade for Carlos Carrasco as well, and got rid of Andres Gimenez, Ahmed Rosario, Josh Wolf, and Isaiah Green. So they are off the Mets organization. And yeah, 26 years old, age 91. He has technically one more year of arbitration. We're just going to play the 2020 season with him. What did I say? 2020 season with him. And it will be a lot of fun to see how he does for the Mets out here. Yeah, this will be interesting to see what happens here with the team here. So we got DeGrom facing off Scherzer at the start of the season. We're going to sim through the first season, see how Mr. Francisco Lindor does, and see how he progresses. Sign him for another year through arbitration, and then after that year of arbitration, we'll hopefully sign him for a long-term deal. But yeah, let's hop into the sim here. All right, welcome back. 2020 season over, and this is what we did with Mr. Lindor. 156 games, 29 home runs, 78 RBIs, 166 hits at 281 with an OPS of 863. Not a bad season. The Mets did make the postseason. They won the division, but lost in the division series to the Reds. World Series winners were Astros. Yay. But yeah, no, not a bad season for Lindor at all. His attributes you can see right here. Fielding went up. His hitting went up. His power versus lefties went way down. -8 there. Interesting. But yeah, his contact went up. Power versus righties went up. Vision went up, which is good. Speed stayed the same. So up to a 93 overall. And he is going to be... He's going to be taking an arbitration year right here. Hopefully, we'll offer him some good money. Hopefully, the Mets can afford him. It's probably going to be, what, in the $20 to $25 million for the arbitration right here. So, let's see if we can't sign him an arbitration and sim another season into his free agency year. By the way, super happy Robinson Cano decided to retire. Shout out to Cano, hitting 250, 8 home runs. See you later. Mets fans are super happy. Oh, dear. Wow. What a terrible season. 242, on base of 309, OPS of 751, 159 games. He did have 30 home runs, 68 RBIs, 108 strikeouts. Not terrible, but man, he just did not hit for average at all. Oof, that is a tough year for him. Hitting wise, he made improvements in his fielding. Obviously, he's probably gonna be a big Gold Glover down in his career. His discipline, clutch, and everything went up. His power versus lefties went down again. His contact versus lefties went down again. His vision went up. So now he becomes a free agent. They ended up with a 9.5 arbitration. I don't know how you go from 17.3 to 9.5. That may be MLB The Show 21 franchise logic. I have no idea. But we are going to try and offer him a large contract. Oops, that's Pete Alonso. Offer him a large contract to stay with the Mets, because I assume the Mets would love to keep him. He's only 27 years old, so maybe about a 7 to 8 year contract for him. But let's try and negotiate that and see what happens here. So we signed him. We didn't have that much. He couldn't really go that much longer. He wanted about $31 million a year, so we did a 5-year contract. So we get him through at least age 33 right now. So 5 years, $31 million a year right there. It's $155 million for Lindor. Not a bad deal for the Mets. I'm not doing a full rebuild on the Mets because I'm not trying to sign everybody, but I wanted to make Lindor stay a New York Met. Hopefully the entirety of his career, well, the rest of it, but we'll see what happens here. But yeah, sign him 5 years, $155 million. I assume IRL, he's probably going to get an 8 or 9 year contract, maybe even 10 years for over $300 million. I could see it happening. But yeah, let's see, sim it on through. We'll go like 2 more seasons here unless something magical happens, maybe an MVP season. We'll see. So, at age 29, Mr. Lindor has reached a 99 overall. Man, his stats are getting better. His power versus righties is almost maxed out. His fielding is insane. 96 fielding right now, 92 arm strength, 97 reaction. His hitting stats keep going up too. His power versus lefties went up, and same with his contact versus righties, which is super nice. Play vision's at 92. Let's see how he did this year. 272. Last year did 258, 36 home runs, 96 RBIs. He doesn't strike out a whole lot, which is super nice. An OPS of 841, the best he's had as a New York Met. 163 hits, 158 games. 25 doubles, 3 triples. You know, somewhat pretty good production from a shortstop. I wish his average is a little bit higher. Definitely happy with his home run totals, RBI total, not terrible either. Strikeouts is less than 100, so that's always a nice thing to see. But yeah, if his batting average could go up to like 290 to 300, that would be ideal for the Mets. Probably an extra 15 to 20 hits a season. 90 runs scored as well. Best as a Met. Still doesn't compare to like his 2018 season. 183 hits, 42 doubles. Probably his best season. One of these two seasons right here. 38. Yeah, these are close right here. Yeah, his rookie season was insane. Hit 313. Well, it's 99 games. Oh, never mind. 158 games, 301 in 2016. Pretty damn good year for him. But yeah, still a 30 home run kind of guy. 96 RBIs. Like I said, he walks a little bit too. So you know what? I feel like the Mets are getting their money's worth. They made the postseason last year. They did not make the postseason this year. But you know what? He's doing his part. Jacob deGrom is still a Met. Pete Alonso's up to a 94 overall. I know a few people asked to see a Pete Alonso career sim. Well, here it is, kind of. This man is still hitting 40+ home runs. Oh my God, Jeff McNeil. Yeah, but this is Lindor sim right here. So there he is. Mets still got some pretty good pieces over there. Still got Edwin Diaz. How's Edwin Diaz doing? About a 4 ERA. Sorry, Mets fans. But yeah, Lindor, you know, I'm pretty happy with that right now. I'm pretty happy. Way better than last season. Last season was like, oof. 2021 was a very big oof, hitting 242. Yikes, yikes, yikes. But getting that OPS up, and sometimes these career sims, the players actually start doing better as they get older. I would think like 28, maybe 26 to 32, they would be like their prime. But sometimes like 34, 35, these players really, really produce. But let's keep rocking and rolling, do another couple years and see what happens. All right, 2 more seasons have passed. Age 31, 162 games last season, by the way. He's got some pretty good endurance, ain't gonna lie. Some good conditioning. 160 games this season. You can see last season hit 262. Really bad year offensively. 26 home runs, 68 RBIs, a career high in strikeouts. His OPS back down to 794. This season, he redeemed himself a little bit in 282. I like to see that. 31 home runs, 86 RBIs. Struck out less, walked a lot more. His on base went up, slugging went up, his OPS went up, which is super nice. 165 hits, 32 doubles, only 1 triple this year. Here's his attributes, by the way. Yeah, staying the same in fielding. I think he's kind of leveled off a little bit when it comes to like moving up. He did move down to a 98 overall. Speed stayed the same, but man, that fielding out there is just insane. Hitting wise, his vision went up, power went up a little bit. Power versus righties went down, lefties went up, excuse me. Contact went down versus lefties. Righties went up. It's kind of interesting to see these kind of stats. Over 300 career home runs, hitting a career average of 276. So his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons with the Mets so far. I thought he'd be doing a little bit better, man. This season in 2024 was very bad for him. He scored a lot of runs though, which is interesting. But well, only 6 more runs. But hey, there you go. 10 years in the MLB right there. Over 300 career home runs. I'm thinking contract-wise, he's got 2 more years with the Mets. I said in the beginning of the video I was going to try to get him to the Mets, but at this point, I think I'm just going to let the free agency do its thing and see where he signs and see how much longer he plays. But yeah, he'll be 33 by the time he's done with this contract, and we'll see if the Mets re-sign him or if he goes to another team. But we'll see him the next 2 seasons and get into his big free agency season in 2027. So you're seeing something that happened, and I missed exactly what happened, but Francisco Lindor played a season with the Tigers. I think the Mets traded him in the offseason because I looked at the Mets. If you go back here, go back to the roster, look who they have at shortstop now. Bo Bichette. Man. Wow. And they gave Bichette a pretty dang good contract too. Holy cow. Backloaded. But if we go back here, back to the Tigers, and yeah, there is a new shortstop there. I let CPU always do everything, and boy, did the CPU throw a curveball at me, and he played with Detroit. He hit better in Detroit, his highest average. He didn't even hit that well in New York. 153 games, hit 292, an on base of 366, slugged 524. Highest he did slug. Yeah, he way better season in Detroit than he had with the Mets. OPS of 891, 30 home runs, 97 RBIs, 167 hits, 39 doubles. Man, this man produced. His attributes stayed about the same. Speed actually went up a little bit too. His hitting kind of averaged out a little bit, and they gave him a whole new contract. backloaded the heck out of that contract to $40 million in 2031. You look at that right now, it's 2026. He's got 4. He's got 5 more years. So at age 37, he's going to be making $40.2 million. What a contract. Well, we're going to leave him on the Tigers here and see how he does for the next couple seasons. And wow, good for Lindor making that bank right there. And you know what? Lindor got his first World Series ring. Oh my, I got to take a look at this. The Tigers defeated the Braves in 2027 World Series. Holy cow. Let's take a look at the awards here. Did he win something? I'm kind of curious. Yo, Billy, I don't even know who the hell that is, but there you go. Congrats on the MVP right there. American League. We'll go to R2, not working. Okay, most valuable player. Oh, here we go. Most valuable player in the AL. He didn't finish up there. By the way, Juan Soto's a Ray. 3, wow, almost 60 home runs right there. Let's go take a look at the rosters here and see how Mr. Shortstop did for the Tigers. There we go. Indians, Tigers. They have Vlad Jr. as well. Oh my God. They got Brujan. What a team. They have Jim Hendricks. Is that Jimi Hendrix' son? I have no idea. Anyways, Lindor regressed a little bit. That's okay. Hit 280, 22 home runs, 81 RBIs. And OPS is still 811. Not a bad OPS at all. On base of 363. Walked 66 times, 106 strikeouts, 155 hits. Not too bad for them at all, honestly. Like, he made a big difference for them. They won a World Series, so he got his World Series ring. Good for him. Happy for him. By the way, Vlad Jr. has been absolutely killing it. Holy cow. But yeah, Lindor's career stats right now is pushing 400 career home runs. He's over 2,000 career hits, hitting a career average of 277 right now. And he's got at least 4 more years with the Tigers, unless they want to get rid of him. But I don't think anyone's going to want to pick up that salary. So we'll see him a few more seasons here and see how he's doing. What did I tell you? The older they get in this game, sometimes they have career years. And this is a career year for Mr. Lindor. An OPS of 945, hit 312, 31 home runs, 115 RBIs, 188 hits, 48 doubles, 5 triples. That's a really dang good, and almost 15 stolen bases as well. Let's go see if you won an award. I'm curious. I don't know. We'll see here in a second. The most valuable player in the American League doesn't even finish in the top 3. Okay, Vlad Jr. I mean, hit 323. You can't go wrong with that. Dear Lord, Vlad, chill, dude. But hey, you know what? Regardless of that, that is a really, really good season for him. And we'll head back to Detroit right there. Perfect. And yeah, Lindor in the 6 hole right there. There's his stats, by the way, his attributes. Power decreasing, but still hit 31 home runs. His fielding is going down. His speed is going down. He's got 2 years left on his contract. And man, he had one of his best years. 945 OPS. I think that's actually his best year ever. Yeah, literally age 35, his best year ever. Crazy to think about that. All right, let's sim another 2 seasons here. We'll see age 37, see how he digresses. He's a 90 overall. My guess in 2 seasons he'll probably be down to like a 75, maybe even a 70. And we'll see if he retires or if someone picks him up for another year or 2. But my guess, he's probably got 3 years left. 420 career home runs, by the way. And he's at 2,400 career hits. Pretty close to a Hall of Fame career. Figure if you got 2 more seasons with him, you'll probably get close to about 2,700 hits. Close to, if he gets 30 home runs the next 2 seasons, you're looking at about 480 career home runs. We'll see what happens here. All right. That's Lindor's final year of his massive contract. Made $40 million this year. And what did the Tigers get for $40 million? A 249 average, 21 home runs, 60 RBIs, 84 hits in 91 games. I can hear Paul Sporer and the entire Detroit fan base screaming right now. Why are we paying Lindor $40 million at age 37 and only got 91 games of production? And man, that production was very, very subpar. He has a career hits of 2,666. Oh dear. 459 home runs, 1,300 RBIs, hitting 277. Last season, he played 138 games. I don't know. He may retire at the end of the season. We'll take a look here and see what happens, but he's definitely not going to be re-signing with Detroit. I don't think he'll actually get it. He's a 79 overall, so maybe look at the stats right there. Really digressed. He may get a 1 year or 2 year deal here, but we'll go into the offseason here, advance to the offseason. Yes. We're not worried about qualifying offers. Did he retire? He did not retire. So we'll see what happens in the free agency for him and see if he signs with the team or not. Yeah, it looks like Lindor did not sign with anyone. 77 overall. Gleyber Torres too, a free agent. Kind of shocking right there. But I think he's going to stay a free agent the rest of the season. We'll see what happens. We'll sim it here, see if he plays anywhere. But my guess is going to be a free agent. Usually what happens to MLB The Show 20 franchise. They become a free agent, and after a year or two, they will retire if no one picks them up. So let's see what happens here. Also, realistically, too, when I talk about franchise mode, I would think Lindor and Torres would be signed if they're doing it that well at age 35. How do you not sign someone that goes off a 30 home run season? He would not be a free agent. Same with Lindor, too. I know he's had a kind of a down season, but maybe a 1 year, 2 year deal, $4 or $5 million each year. Veteran on the team to help out some of the young players. That's just me, though. But that will be the show logic, unfortunately, does not do that. So we'll see what happens. And there it is. Francisco Lindor has retired. No one picked him up the past 2 seasons. So it'll be interesting to see if he makes the Hall of Fame or not. 65 overall. His career stats to end his career. Played in a total of 2,400 games, almost 2,500. 2,666 career hits. 537 doubles. 49 triples. 459 home runs, 1,300 RBIs, hit 277, 260 career stolen bases. Not a bad career. Career OPS of 831. You know, this is close for Hall of Fame material. I think MLB The Show will induct him to the Hall of Fame right here. But IRL, I don't know if this gets him into the Hall of Fame, to be honest. It would be close, very, very close. Let's take a peek here and see. Do they give him a Hall of Fame status? They do. Gleyber Torres, Lindor, and Nolan Arenado are inducted into the Hall of Fame. So there you go. From 2014 to 2033, this man did well. He played for the Mets for a bit, played with Detroit, finished out his career with Detroit. But yeah, there's your career sim of Francisco Lindor. Very interesting career sim. I thought his batting average would be a little bit higher, but hey, is what it is. A lot of fun. He made the Hall of Fame at the end of the day and won a World Series with the Detroit Tigers. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, make sure that sub button. Road to 3,000 subs before MLB The Show 21. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace out. Bye.